ทุกครั้งที่ลินมีความรักอะลึกๆลินกลัวมากครั้งเนี้ยลินไม่กลัวเลยคุณนะเจนลินแน่ใจแล้วเหรอความรักมันไม่ได้น่ากลัวแบบที่คิดลินอยู่กับลินไปตลอดเลยได้ไหม
แต่
Episode 7 drifts in with a slow, simmering tension, one that has been building between Lin and Jane ever since the emotional turbulence of the previous episode.
ทีมว่าสองคนไปอยู่ต่างจังหวัดก่อนเถอะไปเที่ยวกันสักพักอยู่ที่นี่ก็อันตรายไปอยู่ที่รีสอร์ทก่อน
เขาก็รู้ว่าเจนไม่ได้คิดอะไรกับเขาทำไมเขาถึงยังดีกับเจนอะ
เขาก็เป็นแบบนี้แหละ
Instead of erupting, it lingers in the air, quiet but undeniable, shaping every glance and every breath the two of them share.
เป็นของเจนแล้วนะของเจนคนเดียว
ความสุขไม่ใช่การวิ่งไล่ตามหาความสำเร็จนะลิน
แต่ลินจะมีความสุขได้ยังไงอะชีวิตลินยังเฟลอยู่แบบเนี้ย
ไม่มีใครห้ามลินไม่ให้มีความสุขได้หรอก
From the moment the episode begins, you can feel the distance they've been trying to place between themselves. Jane throws herself into her responsibilities, keeping her expression neutral, almost cold, as if she can hide the way her thoughts keep circling back to Lin.
รักกันขนาดนั้นล่ะ
เห็นมานานแล้วด้วย
จะไปกินข้าวเย็นที่รีสอร์ทไง
ของเดซี่เป็นตัวแทนของความทรงจำวัยเด็ก
Yet each time Lin walks into the room, Jane's guard slips for just a second. Her gaze softens, her posture shifts, before she quickly straightens herself and pretends nothing happened. Lin, on the other hand, moves through the day, carrying a heaviness she can't quite shake.
รู้ว่ามันจะจบไม่ดีอีกอะแล้วก็ขอโทษที่รู้ตัวช้าไปเจนอยู่กับลินไปตลอดเลยได้ไหม
The silence between them seems louder than any argument, and it presses on her with every step she takes. She avoids Jane not because she wants to, but because she doesn't know how to fix the mixture of guilt, longing and confusion that rises whenever she does.
ลินรอเวลานี้มาไม่รู้กี่ปีจนวันที่ลินมีแฟนน่ะจะทำให้เจนรู้ตัวว่าเจนกำลังแอบรักเพื่อนตัวเองอยู่
But destiny, or perhaps the story's habit of nudging them back together, no longer allows them to avoid each other. A sudden problem arises, urgent enough that the two of them are forced to collaborate closely again. And just like that, they are side by side navigating decisions, exchanging thoughts, and falling into old rhythms they didn't realize they missed. The beginning is stiff, with both of them overly cautious, as if trying not to bump into each other emotionally. But as the situation intensifies, their natural synergy starts pushing its way back to the surface. They share quick glances to check on each other. Their voices soften when they communicate, and before long, the wall between them starts to fracture. A teasing comment appears almost accidentally, followed by a relieved, fleeting laugh. Tiny reminders of the bond they once leaned on so easily. When the crisis finally ends, the adrenaline fades, but the emotional weight lingers. Lin steps away to collect herself, retreating into a quiet corner where she tries, unsuccessfully, to steady her breathing. That's when Jane finds her again. She doesn't come with accusations or expectations. She simply approaches with that calm, gentle presence that Lin has always found impossible to resist. In that still moment, without the noise of responsibility surrounding them, Lin finally lets her vulnerability show. She confesses the fear that's been plaguing her, the fear of saying too much, of losing Jane, of crossing boundaries she can't undo. Her voice shakes, but it's honest in a way she hasn't been in a long time. Jane listens without interrupting, her eyes soft, her posture open. And when Lin falters, Jane reaches out, placing a steady, reassuring hand on her arm. Lin doesn't flinch. Instead, she leans into the touch as if it's something she's been craving but too scared to ask for. It's not a dramatic scene, not a passionate confession, but rather the kind of small, meaningful gesture that changes everything quietly. As the episode winds down, the space between them feels different, warmer, more fragile, but safer too. They don't settle everything and they don't need to. What matters is that they're finally moving back towards each other, step by hesitant step. There's an unspoken promise hanging in the air, a shift in the gravity between them that hints at something deeper waiting just beyond the horizon. Episode 7 ends without fireworks, yet it leaves a lingering anticipation, like the slow build of a storm that isn't meant to destroy, but to cleanse and reveal what's truly beneath the surface. It's not a dramatic scene, not a passionate confession, but rather the kind of small, meaningful gesture that changes everything quietly. As the episode winds down, the space between them feels different, warmer, more fragile, but safer too. They don't settle everything and they don't need to.
Want more queer content? Then please subscribe and hit the notification bell.